Hello everyone. I hope all of you have been able to download the completed version of the notebook file. Let's get started by clicking on kernel, restart and clear output so that we'll be able to start from scratch and execute the cells again. Let me talk about the new import statements. I'm importing numpy module with the abbreviation as NP. NP is the most commonly used abbreviation for numpy module. Then I'm using the from style of import to import choice function from numpy.random module. I'm doing this so that we can directly use choice instead of typing np.random.choice. The remaining import statements along with the associated settings should be familiar to you already. Go ahead and execute the first four input cells. I'm going to skip over this diagram because we have already discussed this. Let's go through example invocations of choice function. Choice function call expects as the first argument the list of items from which we want to make random selections. In this choice function call, we are passing as first argument the list of strings rock, paper, scissors. When we pass the list of items as the only argument, choice function call is going to randomly select one item from the list of items and return that item. Let's execute this particular choice function call. Observe that we are getting the return value of string scissors. Let's execute the same function call again. Observe that we are getting the return value as paper. Let's try a couple of more executions. Observe that we are getting rock. Let's try it one more time. Observe that we are getting paper as the return value during the fourth execution. Let's learn how to make multiple choices using choice function call. We need to pass argument to size parameter, which is configured as part of choice function definition. The size parameter is going to take two different types of arguments. The first type of argument is going to be a single integer value. An example would be 5. We'll be able to pass a value as argument to the size parameter which is greater than the length of the list of items which is passed as the first argument. That is because we do sampling with replacement. What exactly is sampling with replacement? Let's say that we randomly select rock. After that selection, we are going to replace rock to the list of items. So we'll be able to randomly select rock again. In this particular function call, we are asking the choice function to randomly select 5 items from this particular list of items. Let me execute this choice function call. Observe that the return value is an array containing 5 randomly chosen values. Let's invoke the type function call on the return value of the choice function call. That's going to display the type as numpy.endarray. All that you need to know about numpy.endarray is that it behaves like a list when it comes to indexing. Let's capture the return value of the choice function call into a variable called outcomes. How do we access the item at index position 2, which is going to be string rock? The syntax for that is exactly the same as list indexing. We are simply going to say outcomes of 2, which is the index position for the string rock. We can capture the return value of the choice function call and convert that into a series simply by typing series open parenthesis choice function call close parenthesis. Let me execute this particular cell. In the return value series, we are going to get the values as the random selections. The corresponding index is going to come from the numpy nd array. So you're going to have both index and integer position for this series as 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Let's move on to the second type of argument for the size parameter. Instead of passing a single integer as argument, we could pass a tuple of two integer items as the argument. As you might be able to guess, we are going to get a multi-dimensional array as the return value from this particular choice function call. The first dimension here, which is the item at index position 0 within the tuple, is going to be the row dimension. The second dimension is going to be the column dimension. So we are going to get a 5 cross 2 multi-dimensional array. I'm capturing the return value of the choice function call into a variable called outcomes. Let me go ahead and execute this cell. Observe that we are getting an array of arrays. How do we index into this multi-dimensional array? Let's say that we are interested in extracting the item scissors, which is part of the third array within the outer array. We are going to have to say outcomes of 2 to first of all index into the item which is at index position 2 within the outer array. Then we'll have to say of 1 in order to index into that particular inner array. So this is going to retrieve the string scissors from this multi-dimensional array. It is very easy for us to take this multi-dimensional array and convert that into a data frame. We can simply say data frame of choice function call, where we pass a tuple of 2 values as argument to the size parameter. Let me execute this cell. Observe that we are getting a data frame containing 2 columns. Both the column index and the row index information is going to come from the numpy.random array. So all of those are going to be the same as row integer position and the column integer position. I'll wrap I'll wrap up this video here. In the next video, we are going to discuss about bias when it comes to random selection.